Kindarina. You can call me Darina. Today, I will explain to you about the introduction of our topic, which is additive manufacturing. From our past lesson, you have learned about the introduction to manufacturing technology. So, let me recall back by briefly explain about the definition of manufacturing. Manufacturing is the process of converting raw material into products. It is include the design or the sketches of product, selection of raw material, which what is type of material you want to use to make the product, and the sequence of process through which the product will be manufactured. Meanwhile, what is additive manufacturing? Additive manufacturing is the process of making 3D object from computer model data by joining material layer by layer under computer control using a 3D printer. It is commonly known as 3D printing. Hence, additive manufacturing is 3D printing instead of machining the product itself. I just explained about the meaning of additive manufacturing. So, what is meant by 3D printing? 3D printing is the fabrication of object through the deposition of a material using a print head, nozzle, or another printer technology. It is like a process of making three-dimensional object from a digital file. To be short, it is what you see is what you get process. Next, we move to the next point, which is manufacturing component with virtually no geometric limitation or tool. It means through the additive manufacturing, it has ability to create almost any shape or even geometric feature. Besides that, additive manufacturing use an additive process, like by laying down successive layers of material to create an object. Last but not least, it is distinguished from traditional subtractive machining technique. It means 3D printing enables you to produce complex shape using less material than traditional manufacturing method. Feeling hard to remember? Do not worry, I'm here to help you. Let's watch the next video to make you more clearly to understand about this topic. And for the next lesson in this topic, I will pass to my friend Shahri.
So 3D printing is taking over the world, but how does it actually work? Well, it's quite similar to a normal printer, but then a little different. First, you don't put in an ink cartridge, but instead connect a spool of special printing material like plastic, rubber, or even metal. And you don't print boring text documents, but real-life models of what you've just made on your computer screen. Simply awesome. Right now, you can buy a 3D printer yourself and make complex 3D models with modeling software. But if you're not really a wizard with all that technical stuff, you can buy personalized 3D models online, like fancy toys, bracelets, or phone cases. Then send it to a 3D print shop nearby, choose a material, and pick up your own unique item. Sweet. In the medical world, they're developing 3D printers with special biological material. They're working on printing heart valves, ears, bones, skin, and even printed a small human kidney that can live for 3 months. It's just amazing. And hold on to your seats, they're developing a 3D printer that can print in space and are planning to print a moon base. A moon base! But, still, the coolest thing you can print with a 3D printer is another 3D printer. Booyah!
Hi, I'm Muhammad Shahri. So we go to the next part about the type of additive manufacturing. So there are 3 types of the additive manufacturing. The first is solid-based system. The second one is a powder-based system. And the third one is a liquid-based system. So we go to the first one. Solid-based system are means to encompass all form of a material in a solid state. And then in this context, the solid form can include the shape in the form of a wire, a roll, and a laminate. So we go to the next type, which is about the powder-based system. So powder-based system. Powder is by and large in the solid state. However, it is intentionally created as a category outside the solid-based system to mix powder in grain-like form. So we go to the next type is liquid-based system. For liquid-based system, it have the initial form of the material in liquid state. Through in the process commonly known as a curing, the liquid is converted to the solid state. So the first type is a solid-based system. The example is a fused deposit modeling. Second one is a sheet stacking technology. For the powder-based system, the first example is a three-dimensionally printing, and then fused metal deposit system, electron beam melting, and the last one is selective laser melting. And then for the last one is a liquid-based system. The example is stereolithography, the jetting system.
Hello, my name is Fadila binti Osman. Now, I will continue with the application of additive manufacturing. The first application would be in fashion industry. There are a lot of products that can be made by using additive manufacturing, such as customized shoes, clothes, and eyewear. For example, brand Nike used 3D printing to manufacture football shoes for American football player in 2014. The next application is in the making of transportation. The additive manufacturing were applied to make body and mechanical part of vehicle. In 2010, United States launched their first car with the whole body was 3D printed, which is Irby. Next, the application of additive manufacturing is also in the production of food. Experts believe that the additive manufacturing could improve the nutritional value in meal. For example, Cornell Creative Machine Labs is making food items such as chocolates, candy, pasta, and pizza using 3D printing techniques since 2012. Point number 4 is the application of additive manufacturing in the making of weapons. The weapons such as gun, rifles, and safety equipment are also being manufactured by additive manufacturing. In 2012, US-based group Defense Distributed designed a working plastic gun that could be downloaded and reproduced by anybody with a 3D printer. In 2030, Solid Concepts, based in Austin, Texas, USA, succeeded in manufacturing first working metal gun.
My name is Rafael Sugao. Next, we move on to the advantages of additive manufacturing. First is customization. In order to produce a product using 3D printing, you have the advantages where you can personalize the product according to your need and requirement, where you have the freedom to choose the shape or the design of the product. Next is speed. 3D printing helps you to create complex parts within hours with limited human resource, where 3D printing can produce parts faster than traditional manufacturing. Last one is toolless. By using 3D printing, the component or the product can be designed specifically to avoid any assembly requirement, where you can eliminate the need of tool production and also eliminate the labor and the cost associated with the assembly process. Next, let's see the disadvantages of additive manufacturing. First is material cost. Today, the cost of most material used in additive system like powder are slightly expensive than those used in traditional manufacturing. Next is the limitation of raw material. At present, 3D printing only works with 100 different raw materials, which means that you can only use these 100 materials in 3D printing. Last is the limitation of size. 3D printing technologies is currently limited by size constraints, where very large objects still not feasible when built in 3D printers.
In the conclusion, additive manufacturing gives a lot of pleasure to humans and At the same time, it can improve the economy of the country by producing a better quality products.